Welcome back to ICEP Eluno, where we decode the pulse of India's strategic moves, legal frameworks, and national ambitions. Today, we bring you a story not just of steel and fire, but of vision, resilience, and sovereignty. As tensions simmer on the India-Pakistan border, India just lit up its defense preparedness with a major move, the inauguration of the BrahMos missile integration and testing facility in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. On the 11th of May 2025, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh virtually inaugurated this game-changing facility, a jewel in India's growing defence industrial corridor. But this isn't just another factory, this is where India will now produce 80 to 100 supersonic cruise missiles every single year, and not just any missile, but the iconic BrahMos. The BrahMos legacy. Let's rewind for a moment. BrahMos is not merely a missile. It's the world's fastest supersonic cruise missile. Developed jointly by India's DRDO and Russia's NPO. Machinostrojniya, it's a testament to India's growing prowess in high-tech military systems. The name BrahMos itself is a blend of two rivers, the Brahmaputra and the Moskva. With a top speed of Mach 2.8 and a range between 290 and 400 kilometers, this missile can be launched from land, sea, or air. It uses a fire-and-forget guidance system, meaning it doesn't need further input once launched. Precision, speed, and destruction. BrahMos is the complete package. Why Lucknow? The strategic choice. The question many ask, why Lucknow? It's part of a grand vision. In 2018, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Defence Industrial Corridor project to boost indigenous defence manufacturing. Uttar Pradesh, the heartland of India, was chosen as one of the states to host this ambitious corridor, alongside Tamil Nadu. Lucknow is one of the 6 nodal points in the UP Defence Corridor, along with Kanpur, Aligarh, Agra, Jhansi, and Chitrakoot. And now, Lucknow hosts the crown jewel, the BrahMos Integration and Testing Facility. Built over 80 hectares of land provided free of cost by the UP government and constructed at a cost of 300 crore rupees, this plant will fuel India's strike capabilities for decades. What the facility will do? This new unit isn't just about assembling parts. It will carry out integration, final testing, and system readiness validation for the BrahMos missiles. But here's the big reveal, the next generation BrahMos is also part of the roadmap. Concept art of next-gen BrahMos missile. India plans to produce 100 to 150 next-gen BrahMos missiles annually. These will be lighter, faster, and deadlier. The upgraded version will weigh 1,290 kilograms, nearly half the weight of the original BrahMos, which weighs 2,900 kg. These lighter missiles can now be carried in threes on fighter jets like the Sukhoi 30 Mki, compared to just one currently. Imagine the strategic leap, a message to the world amid border tensions. This inauguration wasn't just a domestic celebration. It happened as India faces escalated tensions with Pakistan. The timing of the event sends a clear and strong message: India is watching, preparing, and reinforcing. India's military doctrine is shifting from reactive to proactive deterrence. With this plant, India not only ramps up production but also signals strategic autonomy. The bigger defense industrial ecosystem. The BrahMos facility is just the beginning. On the same day, the Titanium and Super Alloys Materials plant, also known as the Strategic Materials Technology Complex, was inaugurated. This plant will provide materials crucial for building missiles, fighter jets, and spacecraft. Also, the foundation stone of the Defense Testing Infrastructure System, DTIS, was laid. DTIS will be the certification hub for defense equipment, ensuring India can test, refine, and approve its arsenal without dependence. IIT Kanpur and EAT BHU logos. Supporting this infrastructure, IIT Kanpur and IIT BHU are declared centers of excellence. They will drive research, material innovation, and electronic systems crucial for defense technologies. Economic and industrial impact. This is not just about security. It's about jobs, innovation, and industry. The UP Defence Corridor has already attracted proposals worth 28,000 crore rupees. Global defense majors and Indian private players are showing strong interest. Companies are signing MOAs, and the vision is clear: make India the defense manufacturing hub of the world. This means thousands of jobs for engineers, technicians, and support staff. It means a strong push to make in India, not just in words but in war-ready reality. BrahMos and strategic diplomacy. The BrahMos missile has become a tool of strategic diplomacy. India is in advanced talks to export BrahMos to countries like the Philippines, Vietnam, and UAE. The export potential is enormous. The missile offers smaller nations an affordable and credible deterrent against aggression. With Lucknow now becoming a production center, India can meet international demand faster and more efficiently. The Path Ahead Vision 2047. ISRO Chairman V. Narayanan recently said something powerful at a different event. By the 100th year of India's independence, we will be leaders in every field. The same applies to defense. By 2047, India aims not just to secure its borders but to become a global provider of strategic security technologies. Facilities like the BrahMos plant in Lucknow are the stepping stones. A nation ready. So, what does this inauguration really mean? It means that India is not waiting to be attacked. India is preparing. It means that India is building its future, missile by missile, factory by factory. And most importantly, it means that India is transforming into a country that not only guards its borders but protects its allies, supports innovation, and leads in global defense diplomacy. Thank you for watching ICEP Eluno. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as we continue bringing you deep analysis on India's journey of strength, sovereignty, and strategic supremacy. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered.